On folio 19 verso, Fiore gives us defenses of somebody carrying a sword in a scabbard against somebody with a dagger. The sword in the scabbard is not attached to the belt, it is carried in the hand. This was not uncommon in the period because when you arrived at somebody's house, you would very commonly just hand your sword over to the butler or equivalent, and because it's a bit rude to wander around with a great big sword in somebody else's house. So, not always the case, but sometimes. And it is clear from the illustration that the sword is not attached to the body, or the scabbard is not attached to the body. So, in the first of these plays, Jessica grabs me by the collar with one hand and threatens me with the dagger with the other, and she says, "I will strike you with my dagger before you can even draw your sword from the scabbard."
I will strike you from...
I will strike you with my dagger before you even draw your sword from the scabbard.
I will strike you with my dagger before you even draw your sword from the scabbard.
Excellent. And I say, "Strike as you will, for I am prepared." She comes to grab me. All right. So as the dagger comes in, I drop the scabbard onto her elbow, stepping back, draw the sword, and stick it in. Okay? Now, if we do it without the lines, so she comes to grab me and stab me, and I just drop that down over the elbow, stepping back, and in it goes. Do you remember your lines?
No.
I will strike you with my dagger before you even draw your sword from the scabbard.
I will strike you with my dagger before you even draw your sword from the scabbard.
Yes, you did. Well done.
Yes.
Okay, and you're supposed to say it with your hand already on my shoulder. I know. I know. Alright, just come and grab. Okay. And of course I say, "Strike as you will, for I am prepared." Boom! And down it goes. And you're using the edge of the scabbard against the elbow joint. Pull out the weapon. And I'm keeping this control here, and in it goes. Now, if she is left-handed, okay, it's going to look a little bit different, but not much. So she comes to grab me, right? And I drop that down there. And it's a little awkward because I have to thrust under or over my arm, but not a technical challenge for an experienced swordsman or sword person or swordwoman. She comes to grab me as a left-hander and forgets her lines, that's fine. Now, if she grabbed me outside the scabbard, then I couldn't do it, which would be great. I know, but here I am, standing here, and you grab me by the collar, and that comes down there, and in we go. So this setup is the first play we see, and the parry and strike is the second illustrated play. In this second play, he also says, "I could, instead," as you come to strike, strike. So from here, he says, "I can do the first master disarm," right? Moving my foot out of the way so I don't drop the dagger on my foot, which has happened. Or the ligadura mezzana. Now, why you would choose to do that, either one of those, is probably because you're looking for a non-fatal solution to the problem. Because, you know, they had laws and things, and it's not always a good idea to kill everyone who threatens you with a dagger. It is also possible, but I think unlikely, that as she comes to grab, I just forget about the sword and do the plays of the first master. You could do it, absolutely, why not? But my feeling is it occurs after I've already controlled the attack with my scabbarded sword, and there I go to the first master plays. Again, because I'm looking for that non-fatal solution. So just strip the dagger perhaps, and shall you rethink your life choices?
Yes, please.
Right. Against a left-hander, that same situation, if I've parried here, it doesn't make a great deal of sense to let go of your sword to go for the dagger. So, but you know, to follow the instruction, if you wanted to do it as against a left-hander, you would then, at that point, disarm. It's a little odd, but it's not unreasonable to move that right hand off to do it. You'd get to the ligadura mezzana the same way. So as I parry, and then Not terribly tight scabbard, is it? So I parry and reach and make that ligadura, and then I have the scabbard here. I'm not sure that's a great position to be in, but it's better for me than it is for you.
Yeah.